What is going on, y'all? Let's see. Go ahead and invite some folks in. Because I want people to understand that this is something that we definitely need to talk about and bring up, because a lot of things don't go the right way when it comes to this. So I'm gonna try to put this out there. Because I be wanting people to know, hey, what's going on? Good morning. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. Excuse the hair and the look or whatever. It's been cutting grass. But I wanted to talk about it while I'm just sitting here. Been doing some studying, man. Some reading and studying, and we talk about the issue, but I want to actually bring a different perspective to it, because it's, we talk about the submission issue. That's what I call this live. That's gonna be my topic, really, because I'm kind of not feeling the way a lot of this stuff is going, and what's being said, and what's being the narrative put out there. Because true enough, they love for women to be submissive, and they want to turn around and say, hey, women should submit, excuse me, in marriage, just automatically submit, and that's not true. It's not true, because that's not even what the scriptures actually say when it come down to that. Appreciate y'all coming in, and even those who are sitting on the outside, I appreciate y'all showing up. Hey, what's going on? Happy Monday. I definitely want to talk about the submission issue, because we got to break it down for real, no matter what translation you're talking about. And even in the Bible, people love to use that for an agenda. But actually, what it says, because we're talking about, it's in Colossians 18, 3:18 through 21. It's really talk about how to manage and guide your household. And really and truly, when it comes down to the issue of women submitting, the word does address and set that up for them to submit. It does say that. But it says for them to submit to an environment that's conducive for them to submit to. You know what I mean? You can't. A lot of men are sitting out here breaking the rules, but expect women to continue to carry the same rules that they're out here breaking. And what I'm talking about, I'll read it to you. It says, wives, submit yourselves to your husbands as fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and do not treat them harshly. So we're going to deal with those two. Now, what I just read to me was the fact that it says, wives, submit to your husband, and it is fitting to the Lord, or as in the Lord's eyesight, or whatever you want to put in whatever translation. That means you don't just automatically submit to that dude if he's verbally abusive to you, he's physically abusive to you, he's emotionally abusive. Even if he's sexually abusive, he's withholding sex from you and then stepping out of the marriage and going to somebody else. That's not what God's not telling y'all to submit to that. That's trash. Because you cannot expect women to abide by rules that you as a man are consistently breaking, and you think that she should submit to that. That's not what God said. That is okay for her not to submit to that. You're not giving her anything to submit to. That's disrespect. You see what I'm saying? You have to, in that position, you got to see, women are not going to submit to a man who has not submitted to God. Because you got to think about it. You are the first leader, as God put it, you are the first leader in the house. That's what head means. You are the first leader of the house. So when she sees you on a consistent basis, reading your word in prayer, so actually submitting to God, and not saying I'm submitting, but you actually submitting to God, when you actually submit, she's gonna submit not only to God but also to you, because she see, okay, you're finna take us to the direct, you're taking us in the right direction. And but see, like, what I'm saying is too, because I wrote these my notes, and it says you cannot stand in the place of authority in your marriage when you, one, do not love your wife as Christ loved the church, and two, you also treat her harshly, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, all type of abuses otherwise, or stepping out of your marriage and having extramarital affairs and quote side chicks. Bro, you incorrect. She's not gonna submit to that, and God is okay with her not submitting to that, because that she is not being treated fairly. It said for men to love our wives and not treat them harshly. Don't be disrespectful. Don't treat her harshly. Don't talk down to her. Don't be crazy or walk around pounding your chest like King Kong trying to conquer everything in the forest or everything that run across him. That's the wrong attitude. You might want to do that outside your marriage, but you don't do that in the house, man. Don't. That's the wrong. That is the wrong connotation and understanding of what God was saying. That's not what He said. Because all too often we negate the situation of the harsh treatment of women and wives in marriages, but expect them to. We always want to run to the scripture to say, well, the Bible tells you to submit, but the Bible also told you to love her and not treat her harshly too. And the Bible did tell her to submit, but it said that environment has to be conducive to her submitting. No, sir. She ain't supposed to just submit because you say so, because you're a male figure, or you the living example of testosterone in the house. Incorrect, sir, bro. Incorrect. That you are incorrect, and you are not pleasing to God with how you are treating your wife. If you're disrespecting your wife by smiling and always constantly in other women's faces, that is disrespect. Nobody in their right mind gonna submit to that. It says for women to submit in a fitting manner, not to submit just because you're a man. It's not gonna work, boss. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. And half the time, what me, I'm gonna try to talk to my brothers and get them to understand is, women love for a man to be a man a lot of times, and when you be that, she gonna submit to it. That's a turn on for a woman to learn how to be submit to a man or whatever. You giving her something to submit, that's actually a turn on for them. They have no problem with that. They'll be turned on. They don't mind submitting because they know you have their best interests at heart. And you know, when you look at it the way it is supposed to be, how we supposed to read scripture, nothing in this scripture, nothing in this book is meant to dominate and make women feel as if they're not important. Because I can, if you want to, we can do this debate all day. There are so many women that put the gospel out that are very important, that are not weaker vessels. And we can even talk about that issue, the weaker vessel. God was talking about physically. 9 times out of 10, men are going to be stronger than the woman that they're with. We're going to be physically imposing and physically stronger than them. That's the only reason why they're weaker than us. There is nothing weak about a woman that can carry a baby in her womb for 9 months. And some of these women don't take epidurals when they give birth. You feel what I'm saying? Being able to squeeze something huge out of a small hole. Being in labor 9 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. Ain't nothing weak about pushing that. I'm sorry, ain't nothing weak about that. Ain't nothing weak about a woman that can do the same thing, that can take your dreams as if it's a baby, incubate that, carry that baby, and then when you feel like you can't push any further, she takes that after nurturing and incubating it, holding on to it, she gives you back that dream in a full vision to where it ignites you to keep going when you was about to quit. There's nothing weak about that, boss. So tell me something that's weak about a woman that can influence a man to go to war or not go to war. What's weak about that? Show me where that's weak. A lot of these men done stuff, made situations. A lot of these men have gotten killed. A lot of these men have killed people over the influence of a woman. So how is that weak? That is actual strength. That's more strength than what you understand. That's not weak. Or why would they even be here? Why would God even put them here? They're not here just to give birth to your children, homeboy. They're not here just to give birth to your children and walk around barefoot and pregnant all the time. She is more than that, bro. If you do not realize that when you marry her, when she carries herself as a wife, and you marry her and she becomes your wife, you then get a different type of favor from God that you would not have gotten on your own. Period. So, ladies, I'm telling y'all, stop carrying yourself as girlfriends and giving up everything and gaining nothing in return. Like, real talk. Y'all giving up y'all bodies. Y'all giving up y'all hearts. Y'all are giving up y'all lives. And this cat ain't giving you nothing in return. You ain't getting nothing back but heartache. You're getting a healthy diet of heartache and disappointment. That's it. That's it. And then on top of that, when you giving it up like that, you creating soul ties like you wouldn't even believe. There's I don't know if y'all seen the video. There's a video of a woman that's had sex with 919 men in one day. Do you know how many soul ties she created? She gonna have a personality disorder. She got so many different spirits floating around in her. I don't care if it was 45 seconds. You got so many spirits floating around in you with 919 men in one day, and you wanted to break a record? Are you out of your mind? And you cannot turn around and expect that man to value you when you got that many men. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. When you got that many men, then as my auntie told me, digging up in you like that, running up in you like that, and you think somebody finna marry you and think you finna and hold you in high esteem, you have lost your rabbit mind. And it's the same thing for men. I don't know why we in society have tried to make women feel like they are so much worse, so much more. It's so much more disrespectful. No, bro, it ain't nothing cute about you sleeping with 32 women in a week, sleeping with 15 women in a college semester, bro. That's not cute, bro. That ain't good. That ain't cool. That ain't nothing to be celebrated, bro. You got a problem. Bro, you got a problem. You got a serious problem that you need to address. Because last time I checked, a woman has a mind, she has a mouth, she has a heart, she has arms, she has legs. Oh, she has feelings, she has reasoning, she has understanding. So that means she has flesh, she bleeds like we do. She hurts, she smiles, she laughs. So last time I checked, she's a human being. Last time I checked, she's a human being. So it needs to be the same type of dudes that want a good woman, want her to submit to him while he go play the field. Where they do that at? Where they do that at, bro? I'm telling you as a man, that crap ain't okay, bro. That's disrespectful. I ain't finna celebrate you. I ain't finna high five you. I don't get down with you like that. You a coward for doing that. You can get mad at me. You can do whatever. You are a coward for doing that. A real man wants a commitment. That's not being an alpha either. We talk about this alpha and beta male situation. That's not an alpha either. Let me break it down to you. I asked my homeboys in my shop, my friends in my shop that we cut with. I said, let me ask y'all, if y'all had to, you only got a choice of two. Now, you only got a choice of two. Do you want to be part of a lion pride, or do you want to be part of a wolf pack? Which one you want to be a part of? Because the alpha and the lion pride, which is a lion, this is a true testament to what lions are. Lions sleep 20 almost 22, 21 hours out of the day. They sleep almost 20 to average of 20 to 22 hours a day. Guess who doing all the work? The female lions. She doing all the work, but he want to sit there, lay there looking majestic because he got a beautiful mane. He ain't doing no work. He has not earned nothing. And yet he get to pick and choose which lion is this week he get to sleep with. Or he won't, and then he has done nothing to earn it. Now, on the flip side, you have an alpha in the wolf pack. The alpha in the wolf pack has it structured to where the stronger wolves walk first. The weaker, even some of the older wolves, walk in the middle. And the second set of stronger wolves walk behind them. So you got strong, weak, strong, and still, again, you have even like the females walk behind that. And then you got the alpha wolf. It's way in the back. Homeboy in the back. He's the last one to come across. Why is that? Because he's a true leader. He will sit there and watch. He or she, which is the alpha, will sit back and watch everything that's going on and can see attacks coming from afar. Yell out a call, say, y'all, flank to your left. Hey, flank to your right. Okay, y'all, we about to be attacked. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. We about to be attacked. Check this out. Look at everything that's going on. Now the leader can then direct his people from behind, and then he comes to be a part of it. He's not out front sticking his chest out, pounding his chest, say, look at me. Everybody follow me. This is my great idea. True leaders normally sit in the back and be quiet. Observe, try to help. Now, the most important part of that group is the betas. The betas have that same vision. They come into agreement. They come into agreement with what the alpha is doing, and they carry out the vision collectively. The betas are more important than even the alpha. Because without the betas, the alpha can have a dream all day. An alpha can have a dream all day. But if you don't have betas to help carry out that mission and make sure that thing flows right, it's just off and it's going to stay just what it is, an idea, a vision. There's nothing going to be carried out about it. So you're not weak as a beta male or female. And that don't necessarily mean you're super strong as a female alpha or a male alpha. Doesn't make sense. See, because the thing, going back to the issue when I'm talking about the submission issue is, submit means to, you know what I'm saying, go with or stand in agreement with the vision of where this person is going. Submit means to say, hey, I relent and I will go with your idea. I will shift and go with your idea. That don't mean I'm bowing down to you, you stepping over me as I come down from my glorious throne. Bro. No. Queen. Sister. No. That's not. No. That's absolutely incorrect. That's a submission issue. See, a lot of times we get mad at women and saying, well, she ain't gonna submit, man. She don't want to submit. Bro, what are you showing her? Are you leading? Are you just screaming out, I'm the leader? Or are you actually leading? That is the question. You see what I'm saying? Atomic Dog, Snoop Dogg. You funny, Tadis. You see what I'm saying? You got to give them something. That's what men don't understand, the psyche of women a lot of times on that. Now, ladies, you can also, when you got a man that's trying to lead and trying to do right, stop trying to fight that man for control in the marriage, because you taking on something your shoulders ain't meant to carry, sweetheart. You can get mad at me on that one, too. You ain't built for that. Some of y'all have the grace of God on y'all lives because y'all are carrying situations because y'all have no choice but to carry it. But let it be known, if you're in a relationship and he is stepping forward, he is stepping up, he is doing what he is supposed to do, sit your behind down. Sit down. Please sit down and play your role. Your role is much more important, influencing and helping him make better decisions. That is a very important role. Stop trying to assert yourself and walk in his role. You are malfunctioning when you do that. And if we do not do right and give something for you to do, because God, guess what? God made y'all to help me, right? This is not no This is not a shot at women. God made Adam first. He made a covenant with Adam first. And if Adam had a did what he was supposed to do and cover his wife, Satan would have never been able to slide up to her and get her to take around that apple and do what she's supposed to do. Or that fig or that fruit, whatever the fruit was, she would have never partaken of it if he had covered his wife the way he was supposed to. He failed in covering that. And guess what? His failure caused it to come through her to go right back to him. And when he took partake of the fruit too, guess who God came and asked him? God knew where he was at. He said, Adam, where you at? Because he knew he messed up. Now, think about it. This man had been talking to God face to face all this time. Great conversations, learning from the Lord all this time. And as soon as he messed up, the first thing he did, the first thing out of his mouth is he blamed Eve. What? God looking at him like, bro, you out your mind? I gave the instructions. She wasn't nowhere around when I gave the instructions to you, homie. I told you what not to do. I told you what not to do. I didn't tell her. I told you. You did not inform her, and you did not properly instruct her and encourage her and admonish her properly with the information that I gave you directly. You cannot sit there and blame her. But I'm going to deal with you in a minute. Eve, what have you done? You see what I'm saying? Then he had to go for her. Once he got through chastising Adam, he went to her. But see, let's break that down again. Adam failed in his job all the way around. Number one, he gave her half information. He gave her half information. He didn't give her that. He gave her, I'm going to give you some of the information, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much how you might well say he did it. Because he gave her the full correct administration. Admonished her and gave her the correct information the way it was given to him, she would have been able to break down and see the lies that Satan said. Was like, that ain't what Adam said. That ain't what Adam told me God told him. That don't sound nowhere near what he said. Wait a minute now, that don't sound nowhere near what my husband told me and gave me the information about this same tree you trying to get me to eat. You trying to trick me. No, bro, that don't sound right. But because he gave her misinformation, he have gave her information, he have did his job. Guess what? It's called propaganda, y'all. I can play you all propaganda if you don't have the whole story. You're going to jump on my side and be like, you know what? That sounds true. Half truth is that what it says? It's half of the truth. It's not the whole entire truth. It's just half of it. So Eve ended up making a grave mistake. And guess what? Adam partook of that same mistake. Now, God done told your stupid behind not to do this. And you sat there. Now, here's the thing what's crazy. People think Eve grabbed the fruit, walked a couple of miles or whatever, walked a couple of feet, and then gave it to Adam. No, the dude was sitting right there. He was right here. He was right there. Listening the whole time. Hey, everybody, thank y'all for coming in. He's sitting there the whole time. The whole time. And he like, wait a minute. Now, he done got the information confused and mixed up in his own head. And he like, did God say that? Wait a minute, what did God say? So that show you he wasn't meditating. That show you he wasn't praying. That show you he wasn't thinking. That show you he wasn't meditating. That show you he wasn't fasting. That show you he was not doing what he was supposed to do because he even forgot the information God said. He said, you know what? E, give me that fruit. Let me go and get that. Oh, we gonna be like God? That's what God holding back from us? That's not what God said. That's not even close to what he said. Saying God trying to hide some stuff for you. He trying to hide some stuff from you. He trying to hide some stuff. He don't want you to know this. So let me go. Listen, I'm your friend. I'm gonna hook you up. And thus we got what we got today. Because he didn't meditate on what God told him. He didn't walk the garden. The man had life of leisure. He had to do nothing but just, I think I'm going to eat that one today. I think I'm going to go I'm going to sunbathe over here today. I think I'm going to just go, I'm going to go dip in the river over here today. The dude didn't even know he was naked. until he ate that, and then his reasoning came in. And see, we got to understand when they ate of that fruit, it started. That's where reasoning sneaks in on us. Reasoning sneaks in on us because the fact of when God tells us to go do something, he encourages to go do something. The first thing we start thinking is reasoning. It's like, well, I ain't got enough of this. Well, I can't do that. Well, I don't know about this. Well, this don't make sense to me. Well, how can I do this? And I don't know how to do that. And the whole time you're doing that, you just sitting there stagnant. You ain't moved. You ain't moved at all. Guess what? Same thing with relationships and reasoning. God telling you he is not the one. But girl, you get to talking to your little girlfriends, and girl, he look good. He beat it up. Girl, he do everything I want. He smell good. He look good. He make this type of money, but he is treating you like trash. And then you're not seeing it all the time. You're not seeing it. And then when y'all get in a relationship, let's say you end up getting married to this fool, you turn around and now it's like he wants you to submit, and he's walking around standing. He's standing in the Captain Morgan phase, and he expect you to crawl up under his foot. So, hey man, my foot's getting tired. Stand up, and I need to rest it upon you. That's no. It's not it, bro. It's not it. It's not it, bro. Because the fact of you are not in a position to lead the correct. See, most of y'all do not know. We talked about this the other day. Me and Storm. Appreciate you, Storm, for moderating for me today. Me and Storm and Alona, we all on the panel together, talked about the rib situation. Let's talk about the rib situation. When you talk about the rib situation, where did God take y'all from? Let me ask you women here. Every woman in here, if y'all feel like answering this question, every man too, if you're in here, some fellas, if y'all in here, where did God take the woman from? Where did God take Eve from? We still on the beta situation, but where did God take Eve from? I'm asking y'all as being a part. I want y'all to participate. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all. I want y'all to talk back to me. Where did God take her from? I'm going to give y'all all the chance to answer this. Please type it in there. If y'all inside, type it in there. Where did God take her from? I'm going somewhere with this. Trust me. Y'all already know this, but I'm going somewhere. I'm going to wait and give y'all a chance to answer. What's happening? So all y'all saying rib, right? Exactly. Do y'all know which side he took her from? Do y'all know which side, which rib? So all y'all saying rib, right? Exactly. Do y'all know which side he took her from? Do y'all know which side, which rib? Rib that God take her from? Did he take her from the left side or the right side? Somebody. He took her from the left side. I'm going to tell you why he took her from the left side. That's where you're supposed to stand when you get married. You know that, right? If you don't know, you going to know today. You are supposed to stand on the left side because a man's heart is on his left side. Protecting his heart. So when you stand on this side, right here, he is supposed to protect you. You are supposed to protect his heart. See what I'm saying? So when that situation comes, and this is like me and Storm was talking. Let me show you how crazy this was. Me and Storm were talking. I was on my way home, and he revealed that to me. I was like, what? Really? Left side. So if you're not the correct woman for this guy, for the guy that you talking to. You should learn. You should learn. It should show up. Now, and I'm going to say this. We always say when we get out of bad relationships, I should have saw the signs. I should have saw the signs. I should have saw this. You saw it. Oh, you saw it. You saw it. What you need to start saying is, I should have accepted what I saw. I should have accepted what I saw. I should have accepted what I saw. I saw him do this. I heard him say that. I saw him do that, but I did not accept it. I should have accepted what I saw. Not that, oh, I wish I had saw it. Oh, you saw it. Oh, you trust me, you saw it. Baby, you saw it. You saw all of it. You saw every last one of them. You saw all of it. You just did not accept what you saw as to be what it is. That's the truth. You saw it, but you was like, again, that's where that reason to come in. Did he really do that? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Did she really do that? Yeah, she did. She absolutely did that. She absolutely did that. We got to stop. We got to change our vocabulary to say, well, I wish I had seen that. You saw it. Go to change that and say, I wish I had accepted what I saw to be so. Absolutely. Let me see. Hold on. I see Storm. Let me see. They got a different take on it. Hold on. Let me go back down. Yeah. Seems like they do got a different take on what I'm talking about. But a lot of times too, do not let your fear of what you've seen, and you know what it is. You see what it is, but do not let your fear be alone. So that's the thing. A lot of people, it's okay to be by yourself. Do not be afraid to be by yourself. You're not, and don't allow that spirit of loneliness to set in so you feel like you're alone. It's okay to be by yourself, but you are not alone. See what I'm saying? When you start getting into that mindset of being alone, where I don't want to be alone, I really don't want to be alone, you start accepting for something from somebody that you're in a relationship that you normally would not have accepted. Okay, I got you. They were talking about, on the real situation. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. So, like, stop accepting and sweeping under the rug a lot of times people's actions. People are who they are, and they're doing what they're doing, and they say what they say. I'm no different. You see what I'm saying? I'm no different. But a lot of times you'll be surprised in a lot of that conversation. What happens? Okay, Storm. Cool. Appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely talk to you about that. I'm trying to see what your name is. Brew? I'm going to just go with the first name. Brew? Okay. We'll talk about it, bro. Or young lady. I don't know if you, either one, if there's no picture up there. But what I'm saying is, from the actual fact of the situation, like, you can't allow loneliness to make you stay in a situation. Okay, for instance, I give you another instance. The children of Israel was so miserable in slavery that they were crying for 400 years, whatever, and whining to get out of this situation, right? Okay, bro, appreciate you. They were crying and whining to get out of that situation for years because it was so abysmal and miserable, right? But yet, as soon as they got in the wilderness where they felt alone, even though they had each other and they had God, they were crying and complaining and to go back into slavery because they knew what it was. To go back into that bad situation, they already knew what the situation was. They had gotten comfortable. They were like, well, maybe with reasoning, and here goes, this how stupid their reasoning was. Maybe it really wasn't that bad. they ain't really treat us that harshly. Even though they didn't even feed y'all. Y'all had to go get y'all food. At some point, y'all had to go get the bricks. Y'all had to go get the mortar. Y'all had to go mix all the stuff up instead of it already being mixed for you. And then you had to turn around and build it. And you had a certain time to get all this stuff done. But you saying it's not miserable. Are you out of your mind? Why you want to go back to a miserable situation? Because you're scared to move forward, because you've never been there before. You've never been over here. I don't know what's over here, but I know this place right here very good. I'm very comfortable, but I don't know what's over there, so I just rather stay here. No, it's better over there. Go over there, all that space over here, and yet you confined to this spot right here. You confined to this spot right here. So what I'm saying is, don't settle for stuff to be in a relationship, to be made to submit when they ain't giving you nothing to submit to. Don't settle for a situation that you know that's not conducive to where you trying to go. Male or female. Period. 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 As y'all ladies like to say, with the T on it. Because the fact of the submission issue is, regardless of how much we feel like we alphas, we're not alphas. We talk about betas, but y'all forget the one thing: God is alpha. Because guess what? Alpha, omega, beginning, end. The whole thing, right? He's the first alpha. But a lot of betas are carrying out God's mission by speaking to people and encouraging, carrying out his messages to them. Without betas, it won't get it done. Without betas, it won't get done. Period. I'm talking period. Without betas, it will not get done. So you tell me, and understand, there are more betas. There are more betas out there than there are alphas. And trust me, it's a lot of alphas out there, but there are way more betas than out there alpha. Because somebody got to carry out the mission. Somebody got to do the work. Somebody got to have the true enough to have the vision. That's great, but somebody got to carry it out. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to do that. No, I definitely ain't Michael J. White, bro. I'm a big fan of his, though. Wish I knew what he knew. But somebody said 1 Peter. All right, bro, I see you bringing it. I'm going to check that. Matter of fact, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to read that, too. So you got to realize, too, that being a beta in this situation is not, you're still a man, you just not as aggressive as per se an alpha, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm not saying it's indifferent. In my opinion, you still as a beta, you are more important to the vision and the mission. You're not weak. You're just not asserting yourself, or maybe have the idea, the total, or the very initial idea, but your ideas come along within that is to help the whole entire group. See what I'm saying? Is to help us as a whole get this done. So your contribution is even greater because you're a part of what's getting it done. Like per se, I'm a part of 100 Black Man Deep Walk. There are alphas that started that. I'm one of the betas that's in there that's helping carry that out, but that don't mean I'm a weak man. I'm actually doing security for that. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? I'm security in that, but yet I'm considered a beta in this situation. Am I weak because I'm a beta and I decide to help carry out the mission or be a part of the walk, make sure I secure and make sure the people are safe by carrying security, by being a part of the security force? I am not weak. If I was weak, they would have never asked me to be security. I'm just not an alpha in this situation or this organization, but I am still a man that has a value, and I am bringing a service, and I'm helping this goal get accomplished. But yet I'm a beta, so how is that weak? Do not let society trick you into saying that you're weak because you're a beta. Ladies, the person you're looking for, the man that you are looking for, number one, he should be able to submit to God, and she have beta tendencies. He can even be there's certain alphas that have beta tendencies. He's an alpha, he's aggressive here, but he is a beta to reach out to you and take care of you in a lot of ways that you're asking for. You're asking him not to have an ego. You're asking him to basically be able to be more concerned about you and be more giving. You're asking him to be more passionate in bed when that time comes. You're asking him to basically stay home and give him all your quality time. You're asking for all of this, but yet God will send that guy to you and you'll turn around and spit in that dude's face and go chase somebody else God didn't tell you to go for. In what world is that going to work? In what position and key is that gonna work? How is that supposed to work when you're going around doing all this other stuff and God sends this guy to you, and because he does not look like, quote unquote, look as you would expect him to look, you was like, nah, that ain't it. Nah, he ain't it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Nah, get away from me. He approaching you. He even approach you as you desire to be approached. Excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room. I was very interested in getting to know you. Hey, my name is Christopher. I would like to introduce myself to you. Y'all, move. You don't make $100,000 a year. I don't want to talk to you, but how much are you making? You make about 25 grand yourself. You scraping by. Don't you live in an apartment? So I'm supposed to have a mansion, but you barely live in an apartment, or you living with your mama. But I got to have it together. You cannot bring or ask a man to bring something to the table and you're not even bringing that yourself. Everything, every quality that you're asking for, you don't even have. Are you kidding for me? Are you kidding me right now? You don't even have what you're asking for. As they say, sometimes beggars can't be choosers on that. Beggars cannot be choosers on that. You see what I'm saying? That's like, honestly, that's like you asking somebody to buy Jordans for you, but you can't do no, but you can't afford nothing but K-Swiss. Your pockets can afford K-Swiss, but he got to buy you Jordans. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of? Y'all got to lower y'all expectations on a lot of stuff. Now, if you're meeting that qualification, cool, do that. I expect if you say you make $100,000 a year, that's realistic to say I would love for a man to beat me on my level. I would love a man to meet me on my level, and then we even can probably elevate together. But for you to ask for somebody up here to come down here to get you, you out your mind. And man, if you expect to be down here and expect to get a woman up here, bro, you out your mind too. You staying at home with your mama broke. You ain't got no job. You ain't even trying to go out and sell water. You ain't even trying to hustle and go put 10 on somebody's car. You ain't even trying to go buy some washing supplies to create your own business. To start detailing, do some type of hustle, bring some type of money in. You ain't got no energy. You ain't got no get up and go about yourself. But you want this woman who make $100 grand a year to come in and be your sugar mama, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Please stop playing. Cause I can't deal with that. I can't deal with and I cannot feel sorry for you for setting stuff up in your life that you know that ain't good. You got this lazy sapsucker in your house, in your life, and he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. But yet, you can go everywhere else and run your mouth and talk about stuff, but you allowing this guy to sit up here and eat your food and lay on your couch and ain't doing nothing. Oh, he collected unemployment for how long? So he ain't cut no grass? Oh, wait a minute. So, he a professional Madden player. So is he making any type of money with that? Is he playing Madden? Is he on the professional level? Because them guys make 20 grand a game. Them guys make $100,000 a year in the turn, just playing Madden. Professionals. But if you ain't professional, you just playing Madden, just be playing because so you want to have a great online record, bro. Get off that sofa and go do something, man. You embarrassing yourself. You embarrassing yourself, man. You are embarrassing yourself. And what I'm saying is, the same thing goes for you women that want to sit around and lay around all day. You don't want to clean up. You want to sit there and catch your favorite shows. You watching all these housewife shows, and this man come home from grinding all day, working, and you can't even fix him a hot pocket. You can't even fix that man a hot pocket, bro. How you doing? You can't even fix that man a hot pocket. And then you whine and complain when he asks you for sex and you've been laying around all day. You ain't even getting them that on a regular basis. You laying around all day. It's my body. I do what I want. But you do what you want, which is nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't did nothing all day. I come home, you come home, clothes all on the floor. Clothes all on the floor. Yeah, a hot pocket. Clothes on the floor. Dishes still in the sink, been in there for 3 days. The water that turned brown and got mold, mildew sitting on top, floating on top of it. Like, come on. Like, for real, come, seriously. Who gonna want to come home to that every single day? Like, real talk, who gonna come home to that? Who gonna come home to that? I know I ain't finna do it. I ain't finna do it. Because you got to realize a lot of times the reason why we're miserable. Let's see. The reason why we're miserable a lot of times is because the fact that we don't we settling and we're going for people that that we ain't got no business being with because we want them, because they maybe appeal to us sexually. They may appeal to me mentally. Listen. Ladies, I know how y'all think. Trust me. I've studied y'all for a long time. I'm 41. I've studied y'all for a long time. Y'all got to stop letting this man have sex with y'all in y'all mind because he got great conversation. Men, we know y'all like to talk. Oh, you trying to join in? I don't know, man. I don't see you on here. You see what I'm saying? We know when you talk to women, you can manually or mentally, stimulate a woman's mind, man. That's like having sex with them. Us, we physically get stimulated. We like, ooh, I hit that all day. You got curves out the wazoo. Feel what I'm saying? We got curves out the wazoo. So we going off sight. Y'all going off mental stimulation. I'm just talking to you. I'm just feeding you all type of BS. I'm just spoon feeding the fire at you with. I'm talking about I'm force feeding it down your throat. And y'all just like, oh my God, Jesus. You over there fanning yourself, sweating like crazy. Cause he just making love to your mind like you ain't never been made love to before. It don't mean not a lick of it. It don't mean not a lick of it. Don't mean not a lick of it. So, hold on, man. Let me do something. Okay, I'm gonna follow you, bro. Right, you saying this man said he worked 60 times a week and he was living with me but wasn't working and didn't want to do nothing around the house. Man. Easy, what's up, homie? We talking about, I started out with the submission issue, man. Shoot, man, you on live? Shoot, join in with me, bro. Join in with me. Maybe you can bring some perspectives I ain't bringing. But, like, that's not fair. Like, that's not fair equation to bring to the table when you're a lot of times settling. Now, we understand that there are different circumstances, but come on, man. Like, y'all got to know we all grown here. We can't be doing stuff like this now. We can't be tripping on this level to where we expect somebody gonna take care of our grown behinds all day. Like, come on, bro. I ain't got time. Like, if you part of the house, you ain't contributing nothing. You ain't paying for no gas money. You ain't trying to do nothing. Oh, because you got unemployment, which is gonna run out, and then you ain't making no provision. You not. And here's what's crazy. You ain't even investing your unemployment. You ain't even doing nothing to invest with it. You ain't finna take your unemployment and flip it. You ain't gonna take this unemployment and start your business with it. You wouldn't even take the unemployment. You got laid off. You getting unemployment. You ain't even taking your money and doing nothing with it to say, you know what, I'm going to invest in some clippers. I'm going to become a barber. I'm going to go to barber school. Or I'm going to go pick up a trade. Or I'm going to turn around, you know what, I'm going to go buy a bunch of stuff. And then I always want to have my detail business. Now I'm going to turn around and take this $700 I've been getting a week. And I'm going to invest. I'm going to save some of it. I'm going to contribute some to my household. But I'm going to take, I'm going to start piece by piece taking it and putting it into my detail business or my lawn care service, and I'm gonna put this together. And then by the time I can get out and I get stuff done, guess what? I'm gonna put the money aside. If you get unemployment for a week, that's $700 a week. You see what I'm saying? That's $2,800. You might go find you a little truck that you can start your lawn care service with. Find the truck for $2,800, and go on, boom. Now put you a little go to Vistaprint, put you a magnet on the side of your car with your lawn care service, your phone number, and all that stuff, and have your stuff on the back of your truck. Go get cards made. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. Because see, this pandemic realized and made a lot of people realize how sorry some of these people are we've been in relationships with. How selfish a lot of these people are. This pandemic revealed a lot. Divorce was up almost 51%. Unfortunately, your boy got divorced during that time. During that, because you got to see a lot of stuff in that pandemic in your marriage. It was like, oh man. And now we really got to talk about these issues, or we just ain't seeing that. Man, this really just not work. It ain't working before, but we really see it's really not working now. It's really not working now. Yeah, this ain't it. But let's go to counseling. Didn't work. Let's go to this. Didn't work. Let's do the prayer. Didn't work. No matter what you tried, it didn't work. It just didn't work. And I'm okay with that. And I pray that she's okay with that, but sometimes it just didn't work. But there were, guess what? Guess what, y'all? I'm not high and mighty or different from y'all. I saw the situation. I didn't accept what I saw. I saw what I saw. I just didn't accept it for what it was. Maybe it ain't really. No, I saw what I saw. I saw what I saw. And when I saw it, I didn't accept it. I did not deal with it. I did not properly understand. I even pray about it. I just went with what I felt. Listen, man, that's true. That's true, bro. 68 Ghosts, that's true. Because see, a lot of us will be sitting around doing nothing. You know the difference between being rich and being wealthy? I realized this when I realized I looked up the definition of rich, and I looked up the definition of wealthy. God spoke to me and told me I am going to be wealthy. He never said I was going to be rich. When you're rich, when people who win the lottery, let's say people who win the lottery, let's just use that for a case. They're rich. They only got it by one means, and when it runs out, they have no other thought process or mean to create or keep the wealth coming in and keep it perpetuating, or perpetual wealth, or whatever you want to call it. When you're wealthy, you have an idea here, you're getting wealthy over here. When that basically starts to die down, you transfer it over here. And you're constantly coming up with ideas to keep the wealth from coming in. You're not just getting it from one source. It comes from multiple sources. That's why some people are just rich and other people are just wealthy. People want to be rich. A lot of people don't want to be wealthy because wealthy takes work. Being wealthy and staying wealthy takes work. Right, people living for material things, and that's completely the problem, bro. They don't want to do no type of emotional growth, no mental growth, no spiritual growth. It's all about, man, I got to get this latest Benz. And if y'all notice, let me tell y'all something. I know wealthy people. I know wealthy people for real. I associate with them. They buy a car, and they will drive that car, and that car will run like brand new. They will consistently get that car maintenance. It will run like it's brand new when it's time for the oil change when it's time to rotate the tires, when it's time to get the spark plugs changed, tune up, all that type of stuff. Any type of maintenance to be done to that car, they pay for it to get done, and they pay that car off, and they keep that car for a long, long, long time. And the whole time they're keeping that car, they are building more wealth. They are investing and saving more money. Because see, Kendrick Lamar said in one of the bars of his song, the loud rich niggas got no money, low money. Loud broke niggas got no money. You feel what I'm saying? The rich loud people got low money. The broke loud people got no money. And he said the irony of it is so funny. What's up? What's up, friends? How y'all doing? You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy, because that means I continually got ideas that are coming in that keep the money flowing, and plus I can bless other people. We had a discussion with my family. We was going to Williamstown, Kentucky, and my aunt said something that stuck with me, and it's true, and we should do this. I feel like we should do this. My aunt said if we all stopped in Kentucky and got lottery tickets, just for fun, playing, and she was like, "Ooh, how much it was?" And I think it was 85 million at one time. I think it was 85 million at the time. And when it was 85 million, she said, "I'm gonna do something for y'all one time. Whether it's buy you a house or pay something off for you, I'm only gonna do it one time. You're not gonna keep coming back to me and draining me of my my money, because true enough I bought it, but I am going to help and extend it out. But I'm only going to do it one time. I'm not your banking system. So you make a bad choice. If I give you the money and you make a bad choice with it, oh well. But at the same time, I want to be in a position to do that, at least bless people one time. Who knows? I may be in that position. But it's not for living for material things, man. It's nice to have that life, but what are you doing? Because nobody's going to remember that Ferrari you bought them. They're going to remember how you treated them. Nobody's going to remember, they'll be thankful for the house, but they won't appreciate it. You can buy them this house, and they'll turn around and get foreclosed. They'll turn around and put it up just so they can have some more money and end up getting foreclosed on because they can't pay the loan back because they did something stupid. Or they pawn their car title to get some more money because they're not appreciative of what you did for them. I've seen that happen. I've seen a friend who got a nice lump sum of money in a settlement. Nice lump sum. Blessed us. Bless the girl I was talking to at the time with a car. She needed a car. We was working on it. Gave her the money for it. See what I'm saying? Bless some other people with a car. They turned around and pawned their car title and got the car repoed. Because they was trying to ball out and look flashy, want to put rims on and want to do all this stuff, and then got the car repoed when they got a car brand new car to them. The car was brand new to them, paid for with no bills. All they had to do was pay the insurance. That's it, and pay the tag on it. And they go make a stupid decision. So sometimes even some people you can't help, but when it come down to all this stuff that I'm saying, it's like you got to factor all this stuff in a lot of times when you dating. What type of person you dating too? What are their dreams? What are their goals? What is their understanding? Are they with you? Do they think things through, or do they panic when the heat turns up? Do they quit eat often? Do they grow? Or do they cry? Do they fight? Do they get mad? Or do they turn around and say, "Babe, let's pray about this. Let's seek God and see what He's gonna say"? Or do they just panic? Like, that's huge. Do they just panic? Do they understand sometimes you need time away? You need some me time? Are they always up in your face, all up under you, and you just can't breathe without them? Otherwise, are they too clingy? Or are they not clingy enough? I mean, it's like you got to factor all this stuff in and see everything for what it is and accept what you see. Ladies, if you can't accept the fact that this man ain't got no dreams, no goals, no aspirations, he cool with where y'all standing in the and there's not, listen to me. I've been inside a couple of project homes. There's people who have made that house look so nice that you like, wow. You had to walk back outside just to remember you in the projects. But at the same time, is he working hard enough to help you get out of that situation to where y'all can have what y'all want to have, or is he just, I'm good. I'm complacent. The Bible tells you not to even be complacent. Don't even be complacent. Be thankful and grateful for where you at, where you are, but don't be complacent. Don't be like, I'm good right here. This is just the life. Oh, bro, no. No. You should always want better. And I don't want to date anybody that doesn't want better. Like, for real. I don't want to talk to anybody that don't want better. I don't even want to talk to somebody that's going to push me to be way better than what I should be. I want somebody that's going to say, Chris, I need you to get up. Babe, you can do this. If I say, hey, man, I got a plan for this right here. This is how we're going to lay it out. And see, what men don't understand a lot of times about women too, if she really loves you, you tell her, hey, I'm kind of thinking about this. It's go mode in her mind. You have to tell her. We be trying to tell y'all sometime, babe, it's just an idea. I'm not trying to do it right now. It's just a thought. I want to kind of eventually get to doing this. What y'all turn around and do? Y'all put the nose to the grindstone. Y'all done did some research. You can try to find out where I can get this car from, what we can do. Hey, babe, I saw this over here. Let's do this. Okay, I checked on business shirts. I checked on logos. I done found somebody to build a website for you. Get out there. And we like, whoa, I wasn't talking about that right now. But they show you what type of woman you got. Right. Don't tell them till you ready. If you ain't ready to go, don't tell them, man. Don't tell her you dream now. Cause she on 100. The moment she said, oh, what? I'm talking about this is what she doing whole time. You can't even see her moving. You like, what is she doing? Why you? And we be so confused. But like, what you doing? Oh, that's right. I did tell her about that. And then she over there, we wonder why she bent over huffing and puffing. I got this. Look what I got for us. And we be standing there. That's why we be standing there looking so confused. Be like, I wasn't trying to do that right now. I ain't got the money yet. Yeah. And then y'all didn't. That's why y'all get mad at us. This ninja done told me all this stuff and he ain't ready to move. No, it was just an idea. But guess what? In all fairness, we do the same. What's up, CT, man? We do the same. Hope you're good, bro. We do the same. Y'all be telling us, Joe at work be getting on my nerves. I can't believe how he talked to. We already masking up. What kind of car you drive? What time we go to break? I'm gonna have a talk. Hey, no, don't do it. I just want you to listen. We about to ready to go knock his block off. So you got situations like that we all have to come to understand that it is what it is when it comes to who people are. But can you deal with that person? Can you deal with that? Is that person the right one for you? We still storm about the same stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's like we have to know a lot of times it's not that y'all are weak. Please understand, it's not that y'all are weak. But sometimes y'all just enjoy pillow talk because y'all be wanting to get stuff off your chest, and we have to learn when it's the time to listen and when we need to take action. Men have to decipher that. It's hard for us to decipher that because especially when we're in love with you and we care about you, man, you tell us you got a problem, we're problem solvers. Ladies, be patient with your man. He's a problem solver. For most part, the majority of us are. We're going to want to solve that problem. Oh, you got an issue with this joker here? We over there. You notice we be over there rocking like, I hear you. We loading the gun up right there. I hear you. You just think you over there talking. We over there scheming, planning it up. Yep, I'm finna swear this boy out tomorrow. Matter of fact, we done already called off work. We done already called off. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna be in tomorrow, man. I got something came up. Something came up. So it's just amazing how when you have those situations, how they end up. They having some fun out here. Right. That, yeah, you got to give them you got to give them a disclaimer. You got to give us a disclaimer, babe. I just want to get some stuff. Y'all, this how y'all say it. I just want to get some stuff off my chest. Oh, okay. Then we'll sit down and listen. And listen, ladies, also, let me give y'all a secret too. Do not constantly tell your man, hey, we need to talk. Y'all see that face I just made? Hey, babe, we need to talk. That's what we're going to do every time. I'm going to tell you why. Because normally, when you need to talk, it's never anything good about us. It's always about something we have done wrong. Y'all need to give y'all man some encouragement a lot of times. Even if he cut the grass. Like, if you go out there and cut the grass and you spend hours out there looking good, get used to telling him the small stuff to him that matters. And then when y'all talk, hey, babe, I appreciate you when you do this right here, but can you do this better? We need to learn how to communicate better, because every time a man hear a woman, babe, we need to talk, it's going to be, oh, Jesus. And we done already tuned out before you even said anything. Yeah, when she said that pack of lunch, you ain't lying, bro. Because you know you finna be there all day, bro. And then it's funny, they always want to talk during the game, or when you're playing Madden, or when you're doing something fun, you trying to have your me time. But I just think we need to talk. We be like, man, look, whole body be like, man, we just go limp. We just be sitting there controlling our hand, but like, man, I can't just have 5 minutes, man. So, create an environment. I was taught this. Create an environment that is non-threatening for communication. And fall asleep, that's a good one. They definitely wait till y'all get in bed. I'm talking about you be drifting off. Man, I just want to say, can I ask you something real quick? We know it's not good. So, I'm just having a little fun with it. But you have to be able to know that create a non-threatening environment, ladies, with your husband too. Men, we have a difficult time. Not saying it's impossible, but we have a difficult time expressing how we feel because we were taught not to do so. We're taught not to do so. When a man comes to tell you the truth, ladies, y'all have a terrible habit of making it seem like the world is coming to an end when a man tells you the truth about something that you did or you don't like. Y'all go straight to the woe is me. Oh, y'all be putting your hand up. Y'all be passing out like the world finna come to an end. We be like, babe, I'm just telling you how I feel. God dang, man. I don't need to be going through all this. I'm just telling you how I feel. It's not that it's the end of the world. Please stop doing it. Please, babe, don't do that. So, and then y'all will come to us and talk to us sometime. Like it be, well, it's me. Oh, it's just the end of the world. And then guess what we be feeling like? We be over there feeling like, man, I'm finna jump off the top of this house. Y'all make us, when we get through having that conversation, we be feel like we just want to run our car into a telephone pole, head first. Because that's how much emotion y'all put into it, and we be feeling like, oh my God, I'm a horrible person. We got to be better in delivering our message too. And we definitely got to be better in receiving it, because we can't create an environment for each other to receive and give that message when we're always overreacting to what's being said instead of actually listening. Because we got to learn how to listen. I know, like Storm did created that video with that otter. Don't be clapping at us when y'all be talking. I said what I said, and that's it. You see what I'm saying? I said what I said. So don't create that type of environment. And guys, we got to be better with our facial expression. We can't be sitting there doing this every time she talk, because it does matter. Come on, let's be real. Let's grow up for a minute. It does matter when you sitting there going. It matters. It matters. It matters. It matters, guys. Listen with empathy and not listen to reply. Both sides have to learn how to listen with empathy and listen to reply. Listen to understand and not be listening like, see, yeah, but when you said that, this is what, no. Or we be like, hey, girl, no, you ain't gonna talk to me like this. See, no, see, you got that wrong. No, listen, bro. Just listen. Turn your volume on, mute yourself, and just listen, just receive, because you might get something out of it you never knew. And we cannot make that environment threatening to where, and get mad when our significant others start sharing with other people that start sharing with coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Or start sharing it with their friends or this new friend he or she has met. Because guess what? You start emotionally cheating before you start physically cheating. But did you contribute to that by the environment that you made with her? Don't. Also, fellas, we got to stop disregarding our wife's wisdom. If our wife has wisdom, she is your partner for a reason. God can speak to her. God can speak to her and tell her, hey. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think you should do what you're trying to do this way. You might want to do. I know what I'm doing. Need you telling me, bro? Listen to her. Listen to her. What's going on, Sugar Bell? Listen to her, bro. Listen to her. She telling you something good. She telling you to benefit you. And sometimes we got to be man enough. Sometimes even if you're the alpha, sometimes you may have to be a beta to her advice. You might be a beta to her advice. You might need to submit, meaning I'm going to follow your advice. I'm going to give in and consider your advice. Take it in. You know what? That do sound better than what I was trying to. You know what? If I actually meditate on it, you know what? That actually sound better, because I was really finna try to do it this way. But the way you saying it, I should do it sounds better. So I'm going to try it your way. There's nothing wrong with, you're not weak because you say your wife has a great idea in helping you get what you're trying to get accomplished. Do not dismiss what she says to you. Do not turn around and shrug it down what she says to you. Do not basically disregard it because you are missing out on a blessing, because you could have made this amount of money, but had you gone with the idea that God implanted in her to give to you, you could have made this much more over here. Your wife has the wisdom for real. Man, you know how many times some of these most successful men, a lot of times, are the men that humble themselves and listen to their wives and they're married? They become, even though they're alpha, they become beta. And there's times you're going to have to become a beta and listen. She is your partner. She stands beside you. She is even with you in God's eyesight. She is not below you. So ladies, please, God didn't, again, I don't care if it's metaphoric or actually true. God did not take Adam out of your breastplate, out of his chest plate. This right here, he didn't take y'all from there. So don't stand in front of your man. God did not take you out of his heel bone. So you ain't got to be, he ain't got to stand on top of you. God did not take you out of his spine for you to be behind him. He took you out of his rib for you to be beside him at all times. If you got a man allowing you to stand in front of him, he ain't the one for you. If you can step on him, if he's stepping on you all the time, he ain't the one for you. Or if he always constantly got you behind him, he ain't the one for you. The one for you that's always going to have you by his side. You're going to be right here. You're going to be right here. And he's going to be a beta when it comes to treating you the way you need to be treated, but he is still going to be the alpha in God's eyesight. To bring that home, he's still going to be an alpha in God's eyesight. But yet, while he being the alpha in this relationship in God's eyesight, he is still going to be a beta, because God is going to be alpha in his life, so he's going to be a beta to God and still be an alpha to you and lead you in the right way that you're supposed to go. And then turn around, at times he will be a beta to you as well. he can learn how to adjust and switch roles when the time calls for it. You see what I'm saying? That's, hey, listen. He never wants to listen, but will take advice from someone else. That's disrespect. That's breaking the rules. That's breaking the rules. That is breaking the rules. You again, when I'm talking, that's a type of psychological abuse. That I can tell you this, and somebody else can tell you the same thing, but you're going to take it from them and receive it, and then you're going to bring it back to me like I never said it to you. That is foolishness. That's foolish. That is disrespect. I cannot, as a man, if you continue to do that, you cannot ever expect a woman to ever submit or follow you, ever. It's wrong, but you right, Storm. It happens all the time, both male and female. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. And this is more of a, like, this is called a submission issue, because we always want, going back to it, we always want women to submit, but not understanding how powerful. Okay, let me, fellas, if I got some men still on here, let me show you how hard your wife actually has it. What she has to do. I'm gonna share with you how hard it really is for her. When she wakes up in the morning, she has to submit to God to pray to the Lord. She got to submit to God every day, every morning, every day. When she puts her clothes on after she get out of the shower, she has to turn around and go to a job where she has to submit to her boss, to his ideas, what he wants to get done, to the work she has to get done. She has to submit to her boss. Then, after submitting to God all day, in the morning, from 9 to 5, she has submitted to this man, male or female, this boss. She has to then turn around and come home and submit to you. Please tell me where. Please tell me where. Please tell me where that's easy. Tell me where that's easy. You submit to God as soon as you wake up, in your prayer time and your reading, your devotion time. You clock in at your job and you got to submit to your boss from 9 to 5. Then you got to turn around after you clock out. You got to come home and submit to your husband, supposedly, until you go to sleep, or until y'all spend the rest of y'all time with them. You're suggested and supposed to submit to him. Please, for the love of God, tell me where that's easy at. Please tell me where that's easy. Please, I'll wait. Please, for the love, please tell me where that's easy. Just tell me where it's easy at, and I'll wait. Because it ain't, bro. We submit twice out of. They submit all three. We submit twice. We supposed to submit to God and submit to the agenda of our boss to the day to get our work done. Then we come home and be alpha. We get to come home and be the alpha at the house. She doesn't. She doesn't. What's up, friend?
Brother, I had to come because when you talk about submitting on your job to your boss, here's the other thing that can be tough. Not only if your boss is a man, but if your boss is a female who has to deal with submitting herself, and then she doesn't she doesn't understand or give you that um that leeway, even though she knows what it feels like to have to submit to something. When she then forgets that that's what you have to do, and then puts you in a situation where you have, because she's frustrated and she's tired of submitting, then she wants to be dominant and she wants to be, we've all had that female boss that felt like she had to be a witch because she was the boss. So it's worse. So now you have to submit to a woman, and then you have to come home and submit to your partner. and it hurts, or it's difficult when you feel like you aren't getting any understanding, especially when you're a woman. You should understand what I'm feeling like. Like,
Right.
I'm blessed now that I don't have that problem, but that's another part of it. That's why I wanted to come in, because I was like, woo, but what about when we forget how we are and what we're dealing with? Or vice versa. If you're a man and you have a female boss, and your wife understands what it means to submit and what it means to treat you like a man. Not to say that your boss has to submit because she has a job to do, but your boss needs to remember to treat you like a man. Don't try to emasculate you because I'm the boss around here. Remember that he's still a man, even though you are the boss. So there's so many different angles.
Right.
And just getting back to the beta, and especially if you're a beta on your job, people tend to feel like they can run over you. Oh, he's not gonna puff his chest up so I can boss him around.
Right.
No, just trying to be respectful.
And
Hi, Mr. Skittles.
that that is part of what I'm saying too, because that's very true when it comes down to it. What do I do with that? There you go. It is very true when it comes down to that, because we don't we don't like the issue of being called a beta, because alpha just sounds good. The definition in our mind of alpha is the great lion, and he is chest out, and I come in the room, everybody, I stand there in the Captain Morgan pose, and everybody bows down to me because I am the alpha in the room. No, bro, that is just no, 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 no,
Mm-hmm.
no. We got to get that in our minds that it is okay to be a beta, because betas are team minded. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was saying earlier when you came in. There are situations where if betas do not carry out the vision, it doesn't get done. What is an alpha with a vision if he doesn't have a beta? Don't have several betas taking care of that for him.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. It don't matter. So,
Yep.
oh, so we have certain issues that we got to deal with. We got to continue to deal with. Hold on.
No problem. I thank you guys for coming in. Twisted, Mia, Chris. Hello, all. Hello, all. We're just continuing the conversation about beta males and females, and how, you know, they get a bad rap, or they get this, betas get this whole, we're weak. Uh, or also, when we were talking about, we had a lot of alpha males come in and say that they have a good mix and a good balance. And that's where I feel like it is really important. It's okay if you're a beta. If you got that balance, you know when to stand up and when to stand back. Same thing with
Hold on one second.
alphas. It's when you do the extreme. If a beta is a beta, but is still real soft, it's a problem.
I think that's where it came from.
That's the
Yes,
remote. This is
betas
wrong.
are. Yeah, I agree with you,
Yes,
Twisted.
ma'am.
Skittles said betas are necessary to make things happen, and I
That's
believe
your
that.
remote. Hold on. That's your remote.
What I do it?
Very true.
That's how you turn your channels on your TV.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is more intriguing. I agree. I agree.
Yes.
My followers over here are just saying, like Skittles said, betas are necessary to make things happen. Code, and also my other listener is like, actually betas are intriguing. A beta man is intriguing,
Right.
and I agree. I absolutely agree.
I would consider myself a beta. I don't care. My feelings are not hurt. I'm not any less of a man because I feel myself a beta, because I consider others before myself, and I'm not selfish on that with my ambition, and what I want to get done. But I would like to have a team. I think about others, kind of like, it's funny. I'm on a kickball team, which we got practice tonight, and I watched how our
Mhm.
team played. last Thursday. And when we played with no practice, we ended up coming back winning the game. But I saw some weak spots and stuff we need to work on, myself and
Hmm.
everybody included. And I went to the coach and was like, hey, man, I feel like this will help us win more games or possibly win the trophy or either beat some people we shouldn't beat because the fact of just what I see us as a team as a weakness is what we need to get better at. This is what we need to do. This is what I see for
Yeah.
us. It was never, hey, I need to do this. Bro, we need to get this together. We need to do this. So that's what people misconstrue the concept of a beta male because betas, what I'm telling you, beta males and females, without them, nothing gets done. We don't have these businesses we don't have these cars being made, we don't have houses being built, we don't have nothing.
Skittles just said that.
We don't have nothing.
Hmm.
So how you gonna try to make somebody feel bad because they are beta? They should be important to you because they're going to carry out whatever matter of fact out. Let's just be real, Storm. Your vision for what women want Wednesdays in the panel, you're the alpha in that. Everybody else that's contributing, we all are betas to help get that done. That don't mean that you walk around pounding your chest. Everybody that's a part of that, that's your. We are part of your vision, so we all become betas to help your vision come to pass. And at the same time, we have our own individual things we are working through to get done in that vision that's conducive to that. So it's like though we're helping you get your vision off the ground and explode, we're also working on our own stuff as well. So I'm gonna text you.
Oh yeah.
So
I agree. Always love saying even alphas have to submit and be beta at times. Yep, they have to be beta like at times. I agree.
and that's what I said
I
earlier.
agree.
That's what I said. Even in your marriage, you got to think about it. God sees you as the alpha, correct? But as the head of the household, well, we got to get this. We have got to get our mindset together. Is that you may be the alpha in your relationship, but you got to be a beta to God. You're not going to be an alpha when you come to God.
Did we talk about that last night? Yes,
So,
sir.
so
Yes,
we,
sir.
so you got to be an alpha to God.
The
You got
other
to be a beta to God, but be an alpha in your relationship. But at the same time, when your wife has great ideas, God does speak through her and will give her wisdom. You have to become a beta then to take that admit, meaning to submit to her advice, meaning take her advice, humble yourself and take her advice, and it will bless you in the beginning. Not stay the alpha all the time and say and we walk around the house roaring all the time. Now I'll be like, okay, that sounds good. You know what, babe? I just said this before you came on. You know what? That sounds like a good idea because I'm glad you said that because I was actually gonna do it like this. But since you said it, I'm gonna try to do it over here. What's up, bro?
Cause look, not even
Fry
I
King,
don't
hey,
be
Fry
telling my
King
brother's
gone.
business. I don't be telling my brother's business, but I'm sure by now you all know that the woman that has decided to come stand beside Man Code, very strong woman. And there are times when um whether Man Code is an alpha or a beta, he takes direction from her because he understands there is a time and a place to
Mhm.
listen to what's going on to listen to what your woman is saying because God has placed something down in her that needs to be said and you have to be open to get it. That doesn't make you any less of a man. That doesn't make you any less of a leader if you have to quiet your spirit and listen to the word that God has given your woman.
Well, in
And you
order,
have to know that it's a word from God, and that's knowing your woman.
well, so you have to know also where it comes from. And also, great leaders listen to the people that they lead. Because you can think
Mm-hmm.
you're leading or you're setting them up and having them in a great situation, but you're leading them down a dead end. They telling you we don't see that this is working because guess what? 9 times out of 10, what do CEOs do? They sit in the office. They're not in the field. The people that are in the field, they need to do surveys and take what is working. Okay, we implemented this. What out of this is working? What's not working? Well, this is not working.
Mm-hmm.
Yet this working. But they don't do that. They just say because I'm sitting in this cubicle and I got this great idea, y'all are gonna carry this out. You are going to do this, this, and the other. And then it's not working, and then you want to get mad at the people that's below because you're not listening. You're not taking the wisdom of the people that works for you that are actually in the trenches in the field telling you, listen, man, this is not working. This is not working.
Mm-hmm.
You have to listen. So great leaders say, guess what? okay, I'm gonna take y'all advice, and then we're gonna come up with something that's gonna help y'all. Cause last time I checked, a leader can take you where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Take you where you want to go. But a great leader take you not necessarily where you want to go, but where you ought to be. But also, a
Right.
great on that second part, a great leader also knows how to listen to his people, those he lead, as well, to say, okay, how are y'all
Exactly.
feeling? How are you feeling about this? How do you, is this really working for you? How do you feel about this idea? Is it this, that, or what ideas do you have? What would you like to see? Because you're in it. What would you like to see done?
Empowerment. That's empowerment. And that's listen, because the CEO, like I said, the CEO can sit high, but if you don't know what's going on at the lowest level in your company or in your organization, it's all gonna crumble. If you don't
Woo!
know if there's a crack in the foundation, you're in trouble. So you always gotta be paying attention.
Check this out.
Always gotta be paying attention.
68 Storm 68 Ghost just said Alpha is a boss who gives only commands, and a beta is a leader who gives advice and helps the team.
Yes.
That's great.
Ooh,
That's
come
good there.
on. Hey, you need to copy that and put that in the inbox.
I'm finna, you know what? I ain't lying. I'm finna, let me see how I can do that. But that's cool.
Look, and then the Fire King said, you can't use everything or someone has to watch your six. Right. You can't be everywhere. You can't pay attention. You need somebody that's watching your six. You're right. Absolutely. You need somebody that's going to be there. And that's why I pride myself on having people around and being, like we said, that circle. You have people in your circle that have specific gifts, things that they're doing. They all play a position, but we all work together. Like, somebody else nicknamed me the CEO, and I took that on because I understood what that meant. I also understood what my responsibility was. And you and Chris can tell you guys, and Always Love and Fry King and everybody. I Even with What Women Want Wednesdays, I'm not the only woman in the world, so I'm going to ask other women. I'm not the only person trying to make this happen, so I'm going to ask. Like, the organization is good when everybody can have a say, when everybody can pour into it, and you figure out what is the need of the group. That's a great leader. When you can listen and when you can follow what's going on and when you check in with your people. Same thing with betas. Betas will listen, they'll check in and be like, okay, we need this. Okay, I got it. I got it. And a lot of betas move it, like they say, alphas walk alone, but some betas move in silence. It's like, okay, what I got to do? Okay, I'm going to do it. Okay, I got it. Done. Don't need the rah-rah, don't need the shine. Okay, I got it. And see, some
100%.
people feel like, oh, if you're not getting the shine, if you don't feel like it, then you know it's nothing. No, it's like when love to see a plan come together. I love to see a plan come together.
And you got to think about this too. I said it too. Once I understood this, I didn't understand it in my first marriage. I'm gonna tell you now, I did
Okay,
not.
baby.
But I understand this now, knowing what I know and experience what I experienced. When I become a husband again, my first priority, my first goal is to serve my wife. I'm gonna be a servant to her. I don't care how nobody feels about it. I am going to be a servant to her because guess what? She automatically, due to her position in the marriage, is supposed to serve me. But yet God says, "Who is the greatest among you? Let them serve."
Mm-hmm.
So too many husbands are domineering and leaning over their wives, but they're not serving their wife. Okay, how would you feel your wife feel if you beat her home, had her bath water ran a lot of time, had a glass of wine waiting on her, had her robe or whatever waiting on her when she walked through the door like she has done for you so many times? Why can't you give that same service to her? If you got cooking skills, why can't you cook the meal tonight? Why can't you give her a break? Why can't you cook and
Mm-hmm.
clean up the kitchen, let her go to sleep? She works
Mm-hmm.
just like you do. Why can't you do the things that she do, even if it's once or two times a week? Just random days, you just take care of her for a week. She will explode, bruh.
Let me tell you something. I had a friend who is not my friend now, and because I was stupid enough to not be friends with them anymore. But he said that. He said you got to take care of home, and that's what he did. And it's like he was like, and somebody's working and doing, and he was working too, but he's like, I'm here, I'm available, I know what she needs, and I'm gonna make sure she has it.
Right.
Yeah, partnership, Skittles. And baby, the poetress. Yep, exactly.
But see,
Just once in a while.
you got to look at it though. It's marriage and everything you have. Every real relationship you have is some type of partnership. Every last one of them is some type of partnership. It's some type of partnership.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be a partner to, so to speak, to some things. I had to go check on my grandma, make sure she was straight, so she was good. So you had to go check on and look at certain things and say, hey, okay, this person is my partner. We are together. I consider what you're doing. I'm not marrying you so I can take advantage of your body whenever I want to. Don't no. I'm not marrying you but just to take you off the
Facts.
market so somebody else don't have you. I'm marrying you because I saw the partnership that we could be. I saw the levels that we can go. I saw myself being better with you than opposed to being without you. So if you see those things, be willing to accept the advice and the encouragement of your partner. um See, my partner, and she is, when I say she the goat when it comes to a lot of stuff. She can say something to me and I may not even like it, but I'm gonna consider it because her delivery is the best thing I have ever seen. It's delivered in respect and love. I can feel it sincerely coming out of her voice that is done out of I want this for you because I love you and I see and I want this to happen for you. I want the best for you. So please just hear me out. Don't be mad at me. Just hear me out. I humble myself real.
Yeah, and
You cannot help but to humble yourself and say, well, I'm gonna listen to what she got to say. And I even learned to fix my
it's wonderful that you recognize that.
and I fix my facial expressions. I talked about this earlier. Men cannot sit there and say, well, I'm listening to her, but your face tore up, bro. She's looking at your face like he's not receiving nothing I'm saying, and it makes her shut up. It will make her clam up real quick, and you wonder why, baby, you don't ever talk to me. That's a threatening environment. Though you might even receive what she's saying, but if your face tore up like you about to slap the fire out of her, that's a threatening. And she's gonna take that as a threatening environment.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with women. If he's talking to you and you every time you talk to him, you air grab and you
Or
you huffing it.
mm-hmm.
Guess what he gonna do? He ain't finna talk to you no more. Oh, okay, cool, bet. All right, bet.
That's one of the things I had to fix because I was guilty of it. And when I say fix, just recently, I had to fix it.
And see, this is what I'm saying. What's the amazing part about that is that because society has told y'all, uh, not only that all y'all women should be beta, alpha females, but y'all also should be strong in that. You should always voice your opinion. You should run your mouth. You should cuss him out. You should pound your chest. You should play the role of King Kong. You should be no. For a long time, the woman's strength is most of the time her silence. Be silent around your man. If you're always a talkative person and you're so great at communication, and you be silent, he is gonna automatically know there's no one with something wrong. Wait a minute, why she being silenced and you showing strength in your silence? It is going to catch his attention, especially if he's paying attention and he's in tune to you. He gonna pick it up the first time you do it, babe. What's wrong? Babe, what's wrong? And listen, ladies.
No, I was saying that a lot of times, like you guys had to talk to me about that. You guys had to say, you know what, get quiet. Get quiet and see what happens. Get quiet and see how things change. Get quiet and see if you're quiet, a couple things gonna happen. He either gonna ask, babe, what's wrong?
Keep
Or he
talking.
gonna say, uh-oh, I done messed up. I done messed up. She quiet now, especially when we have tried, when we have said over and over and over and over and over, yes, it does. It sends a message. We said over and over some things, and it's like after a while, you got to get tired of saying it. You got to get tired of saying certain things, and you got to shut it down.
Yes, ma'am.
And there is power in our silence. My mom used to tell me, if you keep quiet, nobody will know what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You move in silence, you make your moves, and it's either going to be a good move or a bad move, but there's going to be a move. And when I say bad move, I mean bad for the person who's experiencing the silence.
Yep. Because the thing too, you'll find out, number one, if you're dating a narcissistic person, if you start being quiet too. Because they can only make their moves when they know the information that you're using. When they know what you're thinking, when they know how you feel, they can then thus start to play the little mind games that they like to play. But when they don't know what you're thinking, they don't know what you're planning to do, they don't know your next move, then they cannot also operate and try to use because see, they do things a certain way over and over again because there's a pattern to it. You become like Neo was to the Matrix. You become a Matrix where you unplug, and it's like, well, I don't know what you finna do now, because you used to do such and such A, B, C, and D. Now you being quiet, and I'm sitting here testing your character. Because see, you got to stop not defending your character in your relationship too. You got a partner that's always defaming your character. That's a narcissistic person. Because first of all, they're going to come to you and make you feel like you did something to them. When you come to them with an issue, they're going to sit there and take that issue. And before you walk away from that conversation, you're going to be the reason why that issue exists.
And
100% of the time.
that's the bad alpha. That's the bad alpha.
100%. That's the terrible alpha. A true alpha is team oriented. He's going to lead the team. He's still going to consider what the betas say in that relationship, and then bam. Hold on. He said, my mom told me the silence is your greatest weapon or defense. You become unpredictable. I just said that. That's true because it's
Wait,
so true.
is mommy is she in your life?
Just like this um Mansion Music Production said that their mom told them the same thing.
Yes. Wait, how do you see that too?
Mm-hmm.
How I want to know Mansion, how did you, or did you switch over? Are you
She
switching
switched,
back
probably
and
jumping
forth?
back and forth.
That's nice. I wish that TikTok could get it together so we could all
See the same
see
comments. Yeah,
everything.
they probably gonna do that. Probably gonna
Mm-hmm.
be able to where you can merge your lives, where you'll be starting to see all your people and their people too. I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's when you got to take into consideration everything that's around, and look at again when you're in the correct situation. You're with the correct alpha and you're the correct beta in that situation. Your relationship will flow smoothly. Because I'm gonna tell you, the relationship I'm in, it is no doubt. It is no doubt that I'm the alpha there. But it ain't no doubt that I'm a beta sometime when she talk. I'm willing to be the beta. She told me, she said, I see you as you, I understand you being a beta. She said, but you the strongest beta I ever met. You still
Right.
a man, you still a man eyesight. I still see strength in you, but you are considerate of the whole entire thing. You consider the entire process. Even when you don't like what I say, you still will consider what I said. You'll go back and consider it. She said, I love that about you. Nobody's ever loved that about me. And nobody's ever noticed that about me but her. She's the first person to notice that about me. I still will listen. Even if it's not initially, I'll go back and listen. Like, you know what? That do make sense. Because sometimes you have to, even, we say a lot of time, we do a lot of things, but you cannot make decisions in your feelings because they'll be fickle. Give you an example. Storm, if I was to give you $10,000 right now, cash up you $10,000 right now, how would you feel?
I'll be like, wow. What? Wow. What? And then the first thing I'd be like, Manco, what is this 10,000 for? I know what I'm gonna do with it, but Manco, what is this 10,000 for?
You'll be excited about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say today, Monday, Tuesday, after they clear your bank, the government take 9,500 of it.
Oh,
How would you feel?
I'd be mad.
See how your emotions change just that quick? Say it again.
Hey, you wait. Can you hear me? Oh, I said that. I would be mad. You're not supposed to take that money. Why are you taking that much? If you're gonna take some, take some. I understand it, but why are you taking that much?
So you see how your emotions change from one extreme to the other just that quick?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you cannot trust them. So if you're making decisions like that, That's why you got to think about it. If you always making mistakes, you always failing, you always falling off the map. Maybe you making too many emotional decisions, and your mind be telling you sometimes to go do this, and your emotions say, "Well, I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." But your mind said, "You got to do it. Move. You got to do it. Get up." And if you don't get up and you say, "Well, I don't want to do it," and you don't do it, you're trusting and your emotions are guiding your decisions. Then you are continually make a world of mistake. You live in a mistake ridden world. Your world is going to
Mm-hmm.
be full of nothing but mistakes. But if you learn to think when your mind says go, and you feel like I don't feel like doing, you know how to push that down and go with what your mind. Man, look at what the stuff that you can accomplish. You're gonna. And Tim Grover said that. Tim Grover said, "Which one you trusting more?" He said, "Look at the worst decisions in your life that you ever made." He said, "I guarantee they were full of emotion when you made them."
Mm-hmm. Now wait, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Is it Nia said? I hope I'm saying it right. But Nia said make mistakes are just learning curves as to what is wrong and right, and that's true. You know, but too many people and people are scared to make mistakes. Now we're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right sometimes. We're gonna get it wrong sometimes. You got to be able to make mistakes. But as long as you learn, yeah, as long as you learn from your mistakes. Am I saying it right? Is it Nia said? Tell me if I'm saying it right. I want to make sure I'm saying it right because you hold me down all the time. Yeah, facts, Skittles. Anita, there we go. Anita, Skittles, all of y'all. Always love. DRK, you just came in. The Fry King, all of you guys, go ahead and jump over to Man Co's live. Man, I'm gonna jump off and I'm gonna be in your live. Okay.
All right, but I'm gonna hit the unlink and we'll be good.
All right.
So, so with that being said, like going with Storm, that means, hey, appreciate the Twisted Skills. I appreciate you. Knowing that we're in a situation to where we have got to give more respect to the betas, and appreciate you coming, Skittles, and always love. Fry King, all y'all here. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to wrap it up anyway. I've been on here for a while. But oh, by the way, I'm gonna let y'all know too. I'm gonna post this live on my YouTube page. So y'all, if y'all want to, y'all can go back and watch the whole entire thing from the beginning. I didn't plan on staying this long, but I will be uploading it to my YouTube page, manco_101 there. You can go straight to it through my link if you want to pick that. And then I got past lives that I've uploaded that y'all want to watch or see some of the videos I posted as well. But we have got to start giving betas more respect and that's due unto them, and give more understanding to them and be more sympathetic toward them and our thought processes because they are important. Also, we need to understand alphas more and how they move. Once we start learning situations and learning how each side moves, you'll start learning that, hey, this not as bad. Beta males are not as weak as we thought they were. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes some alphas are not as strong as they are too. And y'all go to Storm's live. Storm can start. She's going to start uploading her What Women Want Wednesdays and her panel. She's going to start uploading to her YouTube channel. So y'all definitely subscribe to her YouTube channel. I would appreciate the subscribers. And hit your alert, click on the alerts, and then whenever I post a new video or anything y'all made them watch, y'all want to come back and rewatch this entire live when y'all have more time, y'all can go back and do that too as well. Because I really am, I'm gonna tell you, like what Storm was talking about, the woman that is in my life now is a crucial part of where my life is gonna go with God, as well. There's things that I've accepted that I'm gonna need help with, and she is the perfect help me for that. So she's a beautiful soul. She's one of the most powerful, godly people, and her prayer life is amazing. She prays. It takes you to another place. It's amazing. So you have to find the right people in your life that wherever you're going, wherever you're supposed to go, whatever you're supposed to do, they are not only are they contributing to that, they are a vital part of it, of your success, and they're there to help pick you up when you fail. So yeah, don't look down or despise if you have a beta chasing you. Because think about it, a beta will chase you. If he's a beta male, he will make you important. He will chase you, and be that for you in your life. Because I'm telling y'all, straight up, this woman has prayed for me, man. I'm talking about to where I walk away. I walked into that before we prayed, just talking. She'll see me. This how I know she loves me for real. She'll see me and be like, babe, what's wrong? You know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't tell me. Let's just pray. And she'll just immediately drop everything we're doing and pray for me soon as she see it. And I do the same thing for her. Soon as I see it. Soon as I see it. And I'm like, wow. Wow. She knows what I need. It's like God knew the type of person that I was going to need for this journey. And she fit the bill, y'all. She fit the bill, like, for real. Like, it ain't no, man, that junk is, it ain't no joke with how I feel, what's going on with us. It ain't no joke. And ladies, if a man comes to you respectfully, true enough, pay attention to it. Be aware what God may be sending what you're praying about. God may be sending what you're praying about through that man. That may be the one that's for you. Almost definitely a keeper. Yeah, true God. She is a true godsend. Let me tell y'all, she'll tell you. I'm not the type of dude where I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not saying I'm the most attractive guy in the world. I'm not even walking around bragging that I'm attractive, to be honest with you. I just try to be a good guy. I had some women in my inbox, like, hitting me up hard. Like, they was like, hey, shawty, what's up? Let's get together. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? We can smash. We can do all this stuff. I'm talking about they just like, and they were bad. They were nice looking women trying to pull up. I get a message from her, and the way that message spoke, it spoke to me with nothing but respect. She had no content on her page. I don't even know why. I normally don't follow people back who don't have content, because I be wanting to, you know what I'm saying, your content come across, I'm going to like it. Sometimes I may comment on it. She had no content. She only had one picture up there. I followed her. She followed me, and for some reason, I followed her back. And when I followed her back, she sent me a message one day. She was sending me videos. I was like, the videos she was sending were very informational, were very inspirational, were beautiful videos. And then I sent her some back, sent her to my lives. She came to my lives, enjoyed that, commented, things like that. But I really wasn't paying attention to her much. She turned around, she sent me a message, y'all, that was so sweet and heartfelt and respectful till it caught my attention. I was like, whoa, nobody's ever talked to me like this. And so I put my number out there. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put my number in there, see if she'll reach out. Then she put her number in, and I called her. Or find out she was an iPhone user, and I FaceTimed her. When I FaceTimed her, found out she was close, we met up and all this stuff, and it was just like, whoa. It was something about her. Her spirit, her spirit was powerful, man. Hey, Fry King, bro, you said something in, bro. You need some people that's gonna PRAY, not PREY, bro. God, you said a mouthful right there, brother. Good Lord, that was good there. Whew. Bro, so we have connected ever since. And we end our nights praying and studying, reading the word or whatever. We begin our days praying together. Like, that's something I always desired and wanted. And when I say he sent her to me and then caught my eye, she was like, and this is what women do. And I think this is a powerful thing that y'all can do. Y'all can let a guy know that, hey, I'm interested in you, and you stop from there. Do not chase him. Hey, I'm interested in you. You give him the eyes, whatever. Come talk. Let him come to you. Because when he comes to you, that means he made a conscious decision to be what he want to be with you. If you're chasing him, you're proposing, like the video I posted, the young lady proposing to him. How do you know he really wants you? You're proposing to him. When he proposes to you, he made a conscious choice to say, yes, I want this woman right here. I want this woman right here. So when she let it be known that she's sitting in the part of her message was, I could be that woman for you. She didn't say, choose me, pick me, I'm it. You're going to be, this the best moment of your life. She said, I see some things in you that could be brought out, and I could be the woman for you. And I was like, whoa. And ever since then, I was like, well, let me find out. Well, true. I'm going on your DMs. Let me DM to find you. Let me find out. And so far, not even just really so far, she has been a godsend. She has been a blessing. She has been the best thing that I have ever been with. It's like, it's crazy. She's a blessing, man. I've never laughed so much in a relationship. I've never prayed so much. I've never prophesied and spoke so much, talk about the Lord so much. I've never had all these good things that I've always desired came in an unconventional way. It came from TikTok out of all places. The places I was finna, and to show you how crazy this was, I was finna get off this app. I was finna leave this. I wasn't affecting nobody. Wasn't nobody's life. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't touching nobody. I don't even know what I'm doing this for. I was just like, man, you can have it, whatever. Whatever. But I found a blessing from a place I thought I was going to leave. I found something on here that I was like, it blew my mind. And TikTok is as though it restricts a lot of black people's content, but we're going to keep moving forward. It stops a lot of things. It promotes a lot of foolishness, but we're going to keep moving forward. I ain't going to even lie to y'all, I possibly may have found my wife on TikTok. Ain't that crazy? That's what she feels like. And I'm going to tell y'all, so amazing. Ladies, y'all need to, I'm not saying y'all need to copy everything she did, but y'all can take notes from her. She carries herself as a wife. I can't treat her any type of way. I cannot treat her any type of way. I have to speak with her with such reverence and respect, y'all. I humble myself when I talk to her. I lower my tone when I talk. It's like it's automatic. I ain't even got to do nothing. It's automatic. My tone is mellow, just like this every time I talk to her, and it's natural. Straight up respect. My tone is just like this every time I talk to her. Baby, how you doing? But I like something she don't say. She didn't got under my skin with some stuff, but what she was saying was true. I didn't raise my voice at her. I ain't cussed her out. Alona, yeah, exactly. Alona is the straight up, unmitigated truth. She carries herself as a wife, and she soon will be that to me. I see her as that. And she is amazing. And there's so many of y'all women, I'm asking y'all not to give up. But seek God in y'all approach on how, if y'all see a guy y'all interested in, y'all see the potential in him, but do not let the potential get y'all fooled, because a lot of y'all get y'all feelings hurt and get y'all put in some situations to where, because he had potential, if he don't see it and want to pull it out of himself, you're gonna drive yourself into the ground doing it for him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you, don't do that. If he's not trying to live up to his potential, you're supposed to come there to help invest in him. You are not supposed to carry the load of his potential. You're supposed to invest in him. If you see he got potential and he's not living up to it, and he's not trying to live up to it, please stop giving him wife privileges. Please, for the love of God, stop giving a man wife privileges that ain't even trying to be a boyfriend to you. If he's trying to be your husband, wait till he is. I'm not giving y'all advice or something I don't follow myself. I will not. I refuse to give y'all advice I don't follow. You see what I'm saying? When it come down, divorce is real. Divorce is like a death. I don't wish divorce on anyone. I see what you're saying. I don't wish divorce on anyone. Because divorce is like a death in the family. When you get divorced, it's like a death has happened to you. It is painful. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Storm. I don't want you don't come in being his fixer, because y'all have a tendency, ladies, for the most part, y'all think y'all can fix a man. You cannot fix something that does not want to be fixed. Do not fix him. Do not try to fix him. You are there to help him. You are there to help him. Period. Your greatest and your most powerful, the most beautiful thing about women, y'all are great helpers. God designed y'all to be a helpmeet. Y'all are multipliers. Y'all are favor. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are so many things, and society telling y'all don't be none of that. Put yourself in his position. Your skill set does not meet the position you're trying to put yourself in. You know what? Here's what I will tell you. In that case, you say you're tired of telling him how to be a husband. You're right. You can never tell him that. But you got to understand, he's never had that influence on how to be a husband. We talked about this at the 100 Black Man Deep meeting, at the end of the meeting, that where do we learn to be husbands? Yeah, we learn how to be providers. We do see that. We have seen that from our dads. We have seen that from our uncles. But we have never learned, they've never taught us this is how you be a husband. We don't know. We're flying by the seat of our pants. Some men desire to be that. But in order to be the husband that you have to be, you got to get on your knees and seek God. You got to. I'm doing that. I am seeking God on how to prepare myself to be the husband to Alona that I need to be. Period. It's got to be on him for that. But don't be so frustrated about him not being a husband. But please try to understand that he doesn't know how to be one. He doesn't know how to be one. He's never had that. You got to take into consideration, has his dad been in his family? Was his dad and his mama still married when you got together? Was his dad really involved in his life, showing him, son, this is how you be a husband? I would bet the house he probably didn't. Pray for God to send your husband wisdom on how to be one. Be more patient with him. Continue to be. You sound like you're a great wife. You're concerned about it. Continue to be that for him. You got to stand in the gap and pray for him. You see what I'm saying? If you want this to work, stand in the gap and pray for him, and then let everything else take his. But don't take the brunt of everything. I will tell you that. Don't take the brunt of everything. Just continue to play the role that you can play, and continue to be that influence. If he does not receive your influence, then it is what it is. It is what it is. Because divorce is hard. It is hard. It takes you time to get over that. It's a death. I'm telling you, it's a death. But there's sometimes, right? So his dad wasn't in the home. He wasn't showing him how to be a husband. This is son. He done put his son aside. Son, this is how you be a husband to your wife. God has to show him that. God got to show him that. He got to show me that. My mom was divorced when I was very little. He got to show me that. We put so much onus on being a provider, but we don't put situations to say, God, show me how to be the husband that I need to be for the wife that you have given me. Show me how to be that. He has to get on his knees and get on his face and seek God about that. You just continue, and you have to be his support system in that. But at the same time, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you did this. Please don't say I said you did this. But a lot of times when women nag and fuss and cry and whine and bitch and moan about him not being that, he's going to get defensive and he's going to draw back and be like, who you talking to? Don't talk to me like that. He's going to get mad because he don't know how to receive that information. But also, you got to take in consideration what you're complaining about and what your heart feels and what you go for. He does not know how to be that. Your patience is going to be key in how if your marriage succeed or not. You see it. If you see it as a wife, start praying for God. Listen, start asking God. I tell you what, I don't know where he giving me this to tell to you. He giving me this to tell you. Start asking God to show you how to position yourself as the wife, to be the wife for the husband you want. If this the husband you want, ask God to make you the wife to be equal to that. If you want your husband to be that way, ask God to show you how to be the wife to the husband you want to be, you want to have. That's what He's telling me to tell you. You got to be the change that you want. Be the change that you want. If you want your husband to be that way, transform and mold yourself into that wife. That's all the message I've been told to tell you. Matter of fact, let me follow you so you can message me, so that way you ain't got to put it out here on this. So I followed you now. We're friends now. Hopefully you followed me, and you can message me that, because I don't want you to put your business out there. Right. And see, I'm working on myself, because I carry myself as a husband. You know, that's what I believe I am, because when I first started doing this, I had a lot of women coming out here calling me handsome, and I found out what that meant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cool with that, because I don't want to look at women as just one body part. Look at servicing me one way, bringing pleasure in one way. It's so much more. You're so much more vast and so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? So much more than that. So much more than that. So much more than that. Don't let society and don't let this app tell y'all to do these big fat A challenges. Big fat butt challenges. Y'all busting it open all over the place, doing silhouette challenges, showing all that. That's what you got to know, when you put that type of energy out there, that's what you are going to draw back towards you. You're not going to draw the beta male that's going to love you the way you're supposed to. You're going to draw an alpha that's going to want to hit that and dip out. You're going to hit that and dip out. Carry yourself as a wife. Though it is hard, though it is difficult, carry yourself as a wife, because that's what you want to be. Then carry yourself as that. And you stand firm on that until there is no more time left. You still have time. Time belongs to God. Stop letting people rush saying your eggs drying up. Girl, you ain't got no kids. You ain't going to have them by that. Then guess what? Sarah had kids at 80. She had children at 80 because she waited on God. She still believed that because He told her that. So time belongs to God. So don't get in a rush trying to marry somebody that's not meant for you just so you can have something. Don't do that, because that old saying, half a man is better than no man, that's a lie. You better get the right man for your life. I'm telling you, don't rush. Sis, don't rush. Because why? Okay. Which one tastes better, y'all? A meal that you prepared, lasagna that you prepared and let it cook all the way through in the oven that took time, or lasagna that you microwave real quick? Where it's hot in certain places and it's cold in others. Which one y'all want? Y'all want the microwave lasagna, or y'all want the oven lasagna? Y'all want the oven lasagna? Then guess what? It takes time to put all those homemade ingredients together. You're right. It takes time to put those ingredients together. Stop rushing it. Wait on it. God, how you know God don't have your husband in the oven trying to cook him, and then you gonna take this microwave dude over here? You done took this microwave over here. And God said, God, I was trying to give you this oven. What I got for you is over here baking in the oven. It ain't quite done yet. It still got a few more minutes. But because you so hungry, instead of you being patient and curving your appetite a little bit, you run over there to the microwave, and then he warm sometimes to you, then he cold other times. He hit the spot right here, and then he miss it over here. But when you get the oven, it's cooked all the way through. It's delicious all the way through. It's perfect all the way through. It is perfect. And what I mean by perfect, meaning it is complete. When the Bible talks about perfect, that means complete. When it comes to our human status, that means complete. It is complete. It is complete. Let him complete it. And while at the same time, guess what? You forgot at the same time you in the oven too. He completing you, he baking you just like he baking him. So stop rushing your process, sweetheart. Yes, every man in the world, you are more desired and wanted than you realize. But you don't want to be desired and wanted by somebody who ain't got no business desiring and wanting you. They only want one or two things. Listen, you right. I'm gonna use that too. You saying how it's like building a house, you rushing the house. No. Not only that, we're gonna add to that. The guy who built his house, think about this, the guy who built his house on sand, not only did he build his house on sand quick, it was on a shifting turf. It was on unstable ground. It shifted on him. It shifted on him. Then not only was it cheaply built, it shifted on him with a sorry foundation. It had a terrible foundation on it. But the guy that built his house on the rock, guess what? What y'all understand when he say built his house on the rock? When you build your house on the rock, God said he dug down. He had to dig down in the rock. He had to go down. He had to go this way, y'all, before he can come back up. He had to go this way to come back up. When you're trying to build something right, sometimes you got to go down to solidify your foundation before you come back up. It's gonna take time for you to do that. But when you build it up and everything is built how you want it to be built, guess what? When the storms or bad situations, when these wolves in sheep clothing come, when you build yourself like that down into the rock where your foundation is firm and build yourself back up, when these wolves come howling at you like the three pigs trying to huff and puff and blow your house down, they're gonna blow your straw house down. They're gonna blow your stick house down. But he ain't gonna ever be able to blow your brick house down. So be that brick house that song talk about. She's a brick house. All right. All right. Be the brick house. Take your time. Build up. It's okay. Listen to me. Please look at the screen. I'm gonna look you eye to eye. Listen to me. It's okay to build slow. It's okay to go up. It's okay to take your time. It's okay. Take you a deep breath. Look in the mirror. Start loving what you see. It's okay. Just take your time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Listen to me. It's okay. You're okay. Don't rush. Don't get discouraged. Don't look at your sister next to you. They got married. Your cousin down the street, your best friend, and finally found her a good man. It's okay. Your man's still baking. Still baking. Still baking. I'm gonna have to listen to that song. House won't fall if the bones are good. That's true. My grandfather was a carpenter. Listen, I could take y'all to a house that my grandfather built before I was born. Though nobody's living in it. That house is, even though it's falling apart, it's you know what I'm saying, it's torn up now. It need to be torn down. But guess what? It's crazy part about it. That house is still standing. That house is still standing to this, and ain't nobody lived into it for more than a decade, and it is still standing. It's okay. You're going through it because you're going through this dry period in your life because you are meant to be elevated. People are being taken away from you because they don't mean you any good. They don't have a purpose in your life anymore. Their time is up. Let them go. The reason why your friendships has become toxic, your job has become toxic, your relationship has become toxic because the fact of it is went past its expiration date. Undercooked food will make you sick, and it can and will hurt you. People have died because of food poisoning, because you ingested the wrong food. That's good, Storm. That's good, though. But when you in a relationship and then all of a sudden it's toxic and you don't know where it came from, you pass your expiration date, sweetheart. You got that friendship, all of a sudden she turning on you. She talk about you every chance she get. She dog you out, and it's become toxic because it's past its expiration date. It is past its expiration date. You understand? Listen to me again. It is past its expiration date. That's the only thing why it becomes toxic. Food poisoning is toxic food. You're eating something that is no longer good. It is past its expiration date. You're in a relationship and loving someone when you're past your expiration date with them. Let them go. So throw away this expired relationship. Let it go. That expired friendship. Let that go. That expired job. When God told you to move and you didn't move, get ready to let that go. If it's expired in your life, let it go. Throw it away. You're right, Skittles. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. You're in a toxic relationship. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you're in a toxic relationship because you're in that relationship too long. You were supposed to let that relationship, you were supposed to let that relationship go 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. You knew you were supposed to get out of that friendship. You knew that friendship was over when they turned on you like they did. When they talked about you, when they shared your information, that critical information that you promised to tell nobody because they got mad at you, they let everybody, they spread it just to hurt your credibility or hurt you. You knew that's when you knew you were supposed to let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Trust me, let it go. You got to look at it like this way. God is walking up to you with his hand behind his back and got a huge teddy bear, and you got a raggedy teddy bear you holding on to it. You got a button for an eye, stuffing missing out of it, and it's dirty. You done dragged that teddy bear ain't worth nothing. He trying to give you man, just give me that teddy bear. I got something better for you. He got a bigger one for you, but you don't want to give it to him. Give him that raggedy teddy. Trade your beauty for his, your ashes for his beauty. The Bible tells you God will trade you. The Lord will trade you. He will give you beauty for your ashes. Ain't no man gonna do that. You ain't got nothing but ashes in your hand. And God said, I got nothing but beauty. I'll trade with you. Give God your ashes and watch what beauty he gives you. I'll take up an offering. Y'all can hit my cash app. No, I was playing. But no, on a more serious note, yeah, that's what I got for y'all. That's what I got for y'all. That's all I got for you. And I pray that it bless you, man, and that your heart is touched, because you need to understand and know that it's out there for you. You have to prepare yourself. Don't just wait for it to sit around and wait for it to come. When God said be still, you gotta prepare yourself though. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta put in the work. You gotta prep the ground. Like, you can't go out there and try to plant a garden without tilling it up. You gotta do the work of getting the rocks out of there. You gotta till the ground up. You gotta make sure the ground is open for you planting something. So while you planting and watering, wait for the rains to come, and then guess what? While you planting, it's always gonna be a seed. Always gonna be a time to harvest what you planted, the work you put in, the work you put in on yourself, the praying you're doing, the self investment, the self encouragement you're giving, all the stuff you're doing and self fulfillment and trying to better in yourself. It's gonna be you're gonna reap a harvest for that. You're gonna reap a harvest in that. Don't think you're doing it for nothing, sweetheart. You're gonna reap a harvest for you, homie. You're gonna reap a harvest for it, bro. You're gonna reap a harvest for it. You're going to reap a harvest for it. Listen, you right, bro. And I'm gonna say this. You just gave me something else, and I'm gonna put that out there. Not only do you step, but you only take one leap of faith, y'all. You only leap out of there one time. You leap in that faith with God, and the rest of it is steps. The reason why you're missing a lot of things in your life because you keep leaping. You taking faith, but you taking leaps of faith. And God told you to leap one time. The rest of it is that you got to take steps in faith then. You only leap one time. Hear me well. You only take one leap of faith. When you first get into it, you take a leap of faith. The rest of the time, it's going to be steps. Keep, like he said, step out on faith. Keep taking step. It's a step. One step. You take a step of faith today. You take one tomorrow. Take one more step. Just one more step. Just one more step. Not leap. If you're leaping, you're skipping steps. That's why stuff is missing. Take one step of faith at a time. Trust me. Look at me. You're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. You're okay. Despite what your circumstance say, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. So, I got to get out of here, y'all. I just got through cutting the grass earlier when I started this. So, I am going to, I'm telling y'all what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this live on my YouTube, and I'm going to upload it to that. Exactly. When you leap, you miss the lessons. Bruh, that's fact. I'm going to take this live and I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. It's in my bio. If you follow me, I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind going to my YouTube channel, I appreciate that too. And know that I'm doing this out of my heart. I'm doing this because God wants me to do it. Bless you too, Twisted Skittles. Love you, friend. I want y'all to be able to go back and watch this from the beginning to end. I'm putting it on I'm gonna put it on my YouTube. And also, if you're an iPhone user, I'm on Clubhouse. I am on Clubhouse. I'm going to find a way, possibly every Sunday at 7:30. I'm gonna have talks with Man Code. You know what I mean? That way, it's hard for y'all to type in here. If you're an iPhone user and you have Clubhouse, download it and talk to your boy. Download it, and that way when you come in, you can raise your hand and contribute. I can actually hear your voice. You can tell me how you feel, or you can ask questions. You can kind of help direct the conversation. I want to be a part of something with you. I want you to be a part of. I'm not just doing it just to talk. Here, I'm just the only one talking unless I go duo live, and I can't duo live everybody. But I want everybody to be included because I want to hear what you have to say. I want to help you as much as I can. So just know it's gonna be Clubhouse, with Man Code. It's gonna be I'm gonna call it Talks with Man Code, and I have certain subjects on here that I take from conversations, and I bring it to you guys, and I want your input because I want to grow with y'all. I want y'all to grow with me. I appreciate that. I'll be getting to you shortly. I'm gonna check my inbox. I'm getting to you shortly. But I want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. I do this because I love y'all, and I know y'all not by yourself. No, I'm not married yet. I was married before. I'm in a relationship right now. A very good one, a blessed one. I see marriage coming out of it. So this one gonna be till death do us part. I already know. You know, already showed and let me know. I already know. This is it. So. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to know that when y'all come here, hopefully y'all follow me, and I'll try to follow y'all back, and y'all be able to inbox me. Y'all got subjects y'all want me to talk about. I come live, or I come to Clubhouse, or I do videos on it. Whatever need to be done, I want y'all to contribute. I'm here for y'all. Actually, Man Code, to tell you real quick before I go, Man Code was not my idea. I did one, and one of my followers said I should do a series on it, and thus Man Code was born. So, because I was going by my full name, Christopher Michael, so I was going by my name, and she said that, and said you should do a series for those who don't know. And so that's how it began, and it has blossomed into something I never knew. 15,000 people later, here I am. And I appreciate y'all. So it's awesome to be a part of it. But again, if y'all want to watch this whole live again, go to YouTube. It's in my bio there. You can click on it. You'll see the YouTube button. And you can go there and watch it and maybe get some more out of it, because I go back and watch some of them too. So I wanted